And then we were looking at the oil pump issues that we got over here. So this has to be worked on a little bit here. We got to cut that out there. And then we got to see what we're going to do about this surfaces we have here. They're not quite flat. The dowels won't fit. The studs are equal, almost equal length. Semi-equal.
Yeah, exactly.
It's starting to go on easier now. I'm getting broken in now. And the cover goes on there. Appears to be missing one stud. So these appear to stick up about 5/16 of an inch. Looks like stock height. That's more than 5/16, and that's not quite 5/16. Okay, so we need to find one of these. That needs to grow, and that needs to go into the case further. Now, do you have any nuts?
Yes.
We need nuts to work on studs. That is not an oil pump nut. This is called case nut.
The first one I saw.
There is a nut. Oh, you're jumping here. Close the bolt. So these are our nuts. Got 3 nuts. How many studs do you have?
5.
Here's your other nut. With the 4 nuts. See, we're flying now. Guess what this nut's for? Goes right there.
All right.
These threads still look like crap every time I look at them.
Mm.
Alright. We're going to put lots of goop in that and hope it seals. Because it looks like crap. These threads are horrible. See all the missing ones in there?
Yeah.
See, where's your wrench? I lost it. Almost like we were working on some other vehicle.
Exactly. You have to go back.
Here's a trick you do. You grab a couple if you need, and you walk this way with it. Hopefully brought the ones we needed. We do have the important ones here. That's
Exactly.
the important
Hammer.
ones. I could have used that earlier on that oil pump. We don't need that one anyway. We do need that wrench. We need these. So you jam those two together, and you can take it out. There's your problem. So if you started getting out and out with some torque, you're going to pull these threads right out of the case. Okay, so this one here, I don't know if that's rust or monkey goop in there. I don't know why my nails keep wearing down.
Like a brown spot in them.
Yeah, it's a thread cleaning device.
Yeah.
All right, so how far we need to go in?
Another 1/8 or so.
We got a pump out here. almost goes on. We need about 5/16 sticking out, so you got 2 nuts a little bit above, so there you go. So you should have the normal like 2 threads hanging out, see?
Mm-hmm.
Then your height would be about right. And see how we're a little bit taller than this one, because this one's too short. So we can pull that one out a little bit, but more likely it's going to be too short on the other side. Because you want to have a lot of thread in there so you can torque the piss out of it and pull the threads out of the case. So this one looks all right. There appears to be threads in the hole down there, which is a good sign. So there's no reason why we can't just install this thing correctly. It's getting tight right there. That's right where it should be, a couple threads hanging out, see? See how it's got torque on it? It's almost like they want it to be there. Look at that. They almost match. This could go a little bit deeper. See how the height is more there than these ones are? So we can go a little bit more if we can get that going, but it's not too bad. It's maybe one more turn. But it was getting pretty tight, so I think we'll leave it. We're all right with that.
I feel like that other stud has to be in the buff somewhere.
I don't know if you had another stud, because you had a different pump on it, remember?
Oh, right. The other pump didn't have it?
They had bolts in here on the earlier cases,
Uh,
so you might have had the earlier one.
yeah, I had that earlier. I think it was like a 47 pump.
Yeah, that has a bolt that goes in here. They had an offset stud that was out here.
Oh, okay.
It actually had a bolt out here. It had a flathead Allen. It was a straight slot screw with a flathead, kind of like these ones over here. That went in here, and then they had a stud that was further out. Because they had that rotor cover and stuff on there. It's shaped a little differently. So they are slightly different. Now this one we could maybe cheat, just unscrew it about a turn. Be enough. But we don't know how much goes in. Overall, the whole stud is shorter than the other one, so. Perfect right there. Pretty good length.
Yeah.
We're good with that. We got that much thread in there. Still low on the short side. But see, somebody cut it.
Yeah.
Somebody cut it off. That's why it's short. It's the correct stud. It was in the correct height too. It's got the same 2.5 threads hanging out that this one had. It's just they shortened it for some reason. Somebody decided to butcher it. Let's see. While it's out, let's go ahead and do a little file job on the threads there. Make it a bit easier to put the nut on. Well, I can't do that. Someone's got a piece of crap air cleaner in there.
Oh.
I'll have to come up with a different way of doing it. Geez, I wonder how we'll do that. Flat file. knife file. It's knife shaped, but it has no cutting on the surface. So this can actually rub against this nut and won't damage the nut. So you go like this, as it's running.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta figure which direction you want. So you want to go this way to cut, that means we'll go in the correct direction. So 1800 amps. Yeah, let's slow it down. 600. Yeah, so you deburred a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't cut the nut, but we did cut the rust off the nut. We didn't cut the nut. Still a little bit sharp there, so a little bit more. There we go. Nice radius on there now. Freshen it up. Clean the rust off the nut now, too.
Absolutely.
We're good to go. The turf wheel, we get the polishing out and make this good look nice. Now if I jam in like that, what will happen?
Well, it looks like it's on an angle, so
It probably won't
not
help the
good
threads
things.
any.
Yeah.
Yeah, it won't help the threads any.
No.
It'll be tight though.
Yeah.
Probably break off.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do it correctly.
Preferably.
So I'm going to come out one thread. So we're thread short here. And we're thread long here. So that should be enough to do what we needed. I'll see if I can tighten that one down one more thread to make it look more equal. It looks like crap right now. I didn't put no Loctite on that either, if you notice.
Is there a reason for that?
You don't need Loctite on there unless some dumbass puts Loctite on the outside edge. It's stupid. There's a lock washer you use. You need Loctite. Not everything in the world has to be Loctited. It's hard to believe there's actually things done before Loctite was discovered. I actually went too far.
Yeah, look a little far.
Got carried away. How about right there?
Looks pretty good.
Pretty damn close.
Yeah.
There, we saved you one stud. Probably $5 for one of them. Call me. Of course, you have to buy a whole oil pump kit to get it. Which you probably need anyway, because you're going to need more nuts, because you're probably short some nuts. Okay, so now, see, now things look pretty equal now.
Mm-hmm.
A lot better than it did. Looked like crap before. Okay. So now we need a stud. So how long of a stud do you need? We need 1 3/4 plus how much? About maybe there.
Mm-hmm.
So we need about a 2 1/4 inch stud. Got a 2 1/4 inch stud laying around?
Personally, I do not.
Alright, let's go look in the junk box. Where's that gear we needed? This gear has
That's the junk one.
has some imperfections in it. Some large piece of crap went through there and did some damage on it. And if you look in the light, the tooth looks like it's worn real heavy, kind of deformed also. When you roll it across the good gear, it you can kind of feel it. Get a slight push out on it, which means when we put this in a pump, it'll probably be tight. So why do you have 2 keyed gears? See, this is not supposed to be a keyed gear.
That one's keyed too.
You ever see how that one's not?
Yeah, but this one is.
Yeah, but see, you got one
Oh, right. One goes
keyed
to
and
one.
not keyed. Because these are both the same gear. Not correct. So we need a non-keyed gear that looks like this. Usually the IDs vary a couple thou, just enough to make it different.
Mm.
So we have issues. Okay, we'll be back. Go find some parts.